Hello, I'm here today talking with Donna Steele. She is a member of the League of Women Voters, and she's going to talk to us about a little bit of a program that they're getting ready to have here in the county pretty soon. First of all, Donna, thanks for being here with us today.
I'm so happy to be invited for this interview. Thank you.
So for people that don't know, tell us a little bit about your organization, the League of Women Voters.
Well, the League of Women Voters is a national league, but it also subdivides into state and county level. So we're the League of Women Voters of Hancock County, and we promote engaging people in civic action, getting involved with informing themselves and voting and registering people to vote. So, and education is also one of our primary missions. So we've already had, since our inception in 2017 here in Hancock County, we've had candidate forums in every municipality and from every kind of office being sought, from school board, all the way up to county commissioner. And we conduct them in a nonpartisan way, and our organization is nonpartisan.
So you're getting ready to sponsor a unique opportunity. It's a community read of a book called Just Mercy. What can you tell us about that?
The book Just Mercy was written by Bryan Stevenson. He's a native of Alabama. And he has formed an organization called the Equal Justice Initiative. And he formed that in response to what he saw as grave injustices within the criminal justice system. His organization focuses on freeing the innocent. Many of these people who have lived, a lifetime or past a lifetime on death row. He defends the poor through his organization. And so the book he wrote, Just Mercy, it's not just about race in the criminal justice system. It's broader than that. It's also the poor in the criminal justice system. And one of the main emphasis of the book is one of his clients, Walter McMillan, who was wrongfully accused of murdering a white woman. He's a black man. And in spite of overwhelming evidence and alibis, indicating he was not at the scene of the murder, he was sentenced anyway. And he spent 6 years on death row. And he's one of the major characters in the book, which is nonfiction, but it reads like a novel. And I think that's one reason it was so popular when it was published in 2015.
So, Bryan Stevenson, he's wrote this book. Why do you think the book has resonated with people so much?
Well, I think that the conversation about race in America in general is long overdue. And I think that many, many people recognize that, especially in light of the protests raging this past summer relating to George Floyd's murder and then subsequent death. So it's funny, I was preparing for this interview and I discovered that sales of this book jumped over 100,000 and 2,000%, but over 100,000 copies were sold just between May and June of 2020. So that shows you the level of interest in people learning about race, people trying to dig deeper into the criminal justice system. And this book, kind of hits all of those buttons. When the book was first published, it received so much critical acclaim. It was named one of the best books of the year by the New York Times and the Washington Post and the Boston Globe and on and on. And I think all of that critical acclaim led to the popular appeal. And then it was made into a movie.
Yes, and you're going to, I believe, be showing that film. What can you tell us about that?
The film is the final act of this Pass It On, Just Mercy community read and conversation. There have been community reads in the past in our county, sponsored by the library. This one is different in the fact that you don't have to check the book out, and you are encouraged to just pass it on to others. And it will culminate in not only the showing of the movie on Thursday, May 6th, but also a professionally facilitated discussion about the themes of the book. And so we're really excited to engage the community in a conversation. And right now we just have one public screening of the movie. And we also are offering free streaming of the movie for people who don't have access to Amazon Prime, which is where you can watch it for free if you have that membership. But we just want to bring as many people as possible into this conversation. And to that end, we've provided books to every police chief in the county, the sheriff's department, all of the elected leaders, the mayors and town managers, the judges, the prosecutor's office. We want to include the professionals in this conversation.
So this is a joint venture between you and the Indiana Humanities. So what excites you about bringing this unique event to Hancock County?
I think that Hancock County, some residents live under the delusion that there is no race issue here in Hancock County. And you only have to read a cursory history of race in Hancock County to see that there historically has been a lot of racism against blacks. And the black population in Hancock County is growing. And so because of the national conversation, we didn't feel that there was any reason our county couldn't also participate in that conversation, because, in the past there was a pretty substantial Klan presence in our county, and those ideas get passed down from generation to generation. And even though you may not be a Klan member, you may be a recipient of some of those ideas, and they just may be in your bloodstream, and you're really not even aware of how or why, you hold those beliefs. So this is an opportunity to reflect, we think, and be transparent, not only as a community, but with our own individual selves. I myself have done a lot of soul searching about my own racial biases, and I can't say that I don't have them. And I have been on a personal journey for years now to immerse myself from the perspective of being a black person in the United States of America and what that must feel like.
So how can people in the county and the surrounding counties even take part in your event?
Well, we have 200 streaming opportunities for people to see the movie from the comfort of their home. And we also have, at this time, COVID could change everything, but at this time we have opportunities for 95 people to see the movie and participate in the public conversation on May 6th. We are also going to be recording that conversation and making it available from our YouTube channel so that people can engage that way. If we can figure out a way to live stream it, we will do that also. That also is a call for help, by the way. And then they can read the book. And there are already book clubs which have selected the book for their read this year. If you're a high school student, you may already have the opportunity to be engaged with the reading and discussion of this book as part of your coursework. We have delivered over 100 books to our local high schools, and we're pleased to know that some of the teachers were already teaching this. So that's a great opportunity. And then be on the lookout for the book to appear in a public place, maybe a hair salon or a restaurant. You can also just go and get one from the 3 libraries that are in Hancock County. And, call us if you're that interested, and maybe we can get one to you personally. And once you've acquired one, pass it on to a friend. That's really, why pass it on is in the title of this project, because we think that's really important.
So, where will your event be taking place, and what are the times?
Well, the official public launch started March 1st, and the books will be circulating through April. And then we ask that, if you have copies, return them to the library, and then we can donate those books to other high school classes. But the streaming of the movie will take place. I'm a little uncertain of that date, and I'm sorry for not being prepared for that. But it will take place the weekend before May 6th. Let me look at those dates. May 6th is when the live showing will be. So what we set up is every book you get from us, we encourage you to take the survey, because we want to find out if the book has impacted you and your thoughts about the book. And we also want to collect some demographic data. The Indiana Humanities is especially interested in that. And once you take the survey, you have the option of either A, signing up for the streaming version of the movie, or B, being one of the 95 people who can come and register for admission to the movie. And we'll keep a list of everyone who's registered, and we'll have a will call at the Rick's Theater, which is where the movie will be shown in Greenfield, on May 6th. The movie will open at 6 o'clock. It is a long movie. So after the movie is over at about 8:15, we plan to start the panel discussion and public Q&A at 8:30 p.m. We realize it might be a little late for some people, but we encourage people to take advantage of this really unique opportunity to get involved in, a community conversation. How often do you get to do that?
Well, it sounds like you got a terrific event taking place. I hope a lot of people come out and take part in it in one of the many ways that you're making it available. I think it's a unique opportunity for the county and the surrounding counties as well. Thanks for taking time to talk to me about it today, and I wish you much luck with your event.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.